Okay, good morning. So today's day 30, and you might be saying by now, okay, that's great. I listened to this program, I did the things you said, but I don't know how to heal myself. I still don't know. I still don't have the answers. Okay, we're all so focused on the answers. We're always focused on the answers. And we think that hearing ourselves, being able to hear our inner voice and trusting ourselves, comes loud and in big, booming moments. Sort of like you sit down, you are in meditation for an hour, and then you ask the question, how do I heal myself? And just like the clouds part and the answer just comes in, and you hear it loud and clear. You've heard those stories where somebody just hears the voice and it tells them exactly what they need to do. Okay, that's not really what I'm talking about with intuition. It rarely ever happens like that. Sure, there are these stories once in a while, but that's not how it works, right? Trusting and listening to your own intuition and your own healer starts with the subtle whispers, and it's not this great big booming voice. It's more like a game of hot and cold, if you've ever played that as a kid. And you stand in the room and you're looking for an object that's hidden, and somebody says, warmer. You take another step and they go warmer. You take another step and they go warmer. Then you take a step this way and they go colder. Colder, coldest, so you're getting warmer, 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 hot, hot, and then hottest, and you're there, right? But there's all these steps, like warm, cold, to find out what direction you're going in. And it's much like your own intuition. It's not this big, loud, amazing answer that comes from above or that comes down in a proclamation and you hear it. Your body is giving you every single day in every single way, like little indications. Are you getting warmer or are you getting colder? Right? So it's saying, as you don't sleep one night, it's saying colder. As you're around somebody who is sucking your energy, it goes colder. It's telling you colder. It's giving you these little subtle signs. Your symptoms are getting worse. You feel more tense. You feel more stressed. You feel more negative feelings, right? You feel shame, guilt, sadness, depression, hopelessness, right? All these different emotions, anger, fear, whatever. Your body, that's the intelligence of the universe telling you colder, colder. You're getting colder. You're getting farther away from health, farther away from harmony, farther away from healing yourself. So that is the voice. That is the whisper. So as things don't feel good in any situation, with relationships, with food, with your exercise, your sleep, with anything that you happen to be doing, your thoughts, you get these little feelings that aren't good. And that's your body's way of saying you're colder. And then you go with a person who makes you feel great. You spend time with a person who makes you feel great. You go outside, maybe you're in fresh air and sunlight, and you get that little lift, and your body says, warmer, come this way, go this way, right? So you eat a certain food and you feel better, and your body says warmer. You get a lot of sleep, your body says warmer, hotter, you're getting there. So your body is giving you like these clues all along the way. Are you getting colder and farther away from healing, or are you getting warmer and closer to, being hot? And it's funny because you can take a step this way and get colder. You can take a step this way and get warmer. You can be warmer a couple steps in a row and then get colder. It's just like that game, right? And ultimately we want to get to that spot where we're hot, we're burning, right? We're on fire. We've almost got it. That means everything, we're listening to all the signals that the body is giving us, and we're just moving in that direction. We're doing the things that feel good. We're spending time with the people that feel good, to us, make us feel good. We're thinking the right thoughts. We're getting enough sleep. We're getting our exercise. We're eating right. We are feeling less tension. We're feeling happy, fulfilled. It's all these little moments, right? Joy, spikes of peace, spikes of comfort. warmer, 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 all of it. So, you know, as I end this program, I want to urge you to listen to it again, because it is hard to hear yourself. It's hard to hear that inner voice. But my best suggestion is to A, listen. Give yourself time to be silent every day, whether it's meditation or whether it's walking or whether it's simply just doing the dishes, but a good amount of time, 20 minutes, half an hour if you can, in silence, just being with yourself, being open to hearing what may come up and listening and following that down and checking your emotions underneath those thoughts. You know, gathering clues and patterns. We're looking for patterns here. How do we feel? How does something make us feel, right? And so that's tip number 1, is just giving yourself the time. Tip number 2 is always looking, right? It's about seeing, it's about hearing, it's about those subtle whispers, it's the noticing, right? So if you can't notice, you can't become aware, you can't change it, you can't hear the universe whispering to you, you're getting colder or you're getting warmer. You need to listen to those whispers and notice. And then the third thing is just to take action based on your whispers, your evaluation of what's going on and the patterns and the feelings that you get, right? Now you need to take action. You need to do what it is that you need to do. You need to be what it is that your body's asking you to be. You need to go in the direction that feels most right to you. And then finally, remember that the universe doesn't often, have a loudspeaker voice. Your intuition isn't always clear. It sometimes guides you from colder to warmer, and we need to listen each step along the way, because they're all important. If you don't listen to those little steps, you're getting colder, you're getting warmer, you can't ever get there, right? It's a game along the way. It's a noticing and a listening and a responding and recalibrating every time you get your answer, as to whether this is colder or warmer. Then you recalibrate. And then ultimately and finally, it's about trusting. Right? It's about trusting that you have the God-given intuition within yourself. It doesn't mean you don't need advice. It doesn't mean you can't listen to other people, but you have a power inside you that is greater than any textbooks, that's greater than any lessons that you will learn or any expert's advice. You have this feeling, this knowing. Is it right for me or wrong for me? Do I feel better or worse? Am I getting warmer or colder? Right? And ultimately trusting that voice is leading you where you need to go. And you can take your power back. You can trust and listen to that voice. You will feel better when you do tune in to yourself. And if your voice says, no, that's not what I want, you have to listen to it. This is your inner guidance system speaking, right? It doesn't always yell. Sometimes it does yell, and when it yells, you better listen. But sometimes it whispers, and so we need to tune in. So I hope that this program has helped, given you a little bit of insight, some things to try and do in order to hear and trust and find that voice and listen to it. It's not supernatural, it's not magical, it's not mystical, it's not anything like that. It's just this silent knowing that you kind of hold the power of the universe inside you. You have the answers. Like Dorothy with the red slippers. It was in her all along. The power was in her all along. She could go home anytime she chose to. And I'm not saying you can snap your fingers and get the magic answer, that booming voice, the answer, the riddle, solved, if you will. But you can get clues. You can get warmer and you can get colder. You can find your path, you can find your way by tuning in, by listening, and by trusting. So good luck, And never forget that voice is powerful, so don't lose it. Don't lose your own voice in the mix of others, right? You want to honor it.